Hello, if you are here for the first video, I think you remember how explained what the purpose of this thing is and how I did the branding on this particular YouTube channel and what I use to record my screens. So today I'm just gonna go into a little bit of a personal type of conversation so that we can relate a bit more and you guys know exactly who's presenting this particular course. So Dikarabo, that's my name. So if I go to Google and say what's that? My name, Mlela. Okay, that's me. That's actually what I do day to day. So that's exactly where I work. This is the couple of social medias that I give you guys permissions to contact me on. This is a particular initiative that I'm involved in. So essentially, this is what do you call? This is a project where I actually donate shoes to underprivileged kids. So if you would want to, let's say, contribute or whatever, you'd contact me and we can arrange something. So outside of work, that's what I like doing. I do a lot of coding. I do a lot of hobbies on the side. In terms of YouTube, the type of content that I consume is podcast and chill with McG. I follow obviously Azure because I'm a .NET developer. Essentially, Scott Hasselman has a bunch of videos that I think are very beneficial to someone with a relatively experienced person in the industry would enjoy a lot of content from there because from South Africa, and so I SABC News, da 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 da. That's essentially why I have those type of things. Lyndon Bata, the dear friend of mine who's in music, makes produces good soulful music there. Intellect, that's the company I work for, by the way. And yeah, so that's essentially what you can see from that. Um, what got me into programming? I think this is a very burning question. So I got this particular question from a lot of people, and essentially what got me into coding was a passion from a very young age. Where I think when my father was still alive, so this would be around 2002, 2001, maybe, when he bought an actual PC. That I think that was the first time we owned a computer at home, and this computer used to use this mouse. Forgot what it's called, but uh, this particular mouse. Let's see. Yeah. So this is the mouse that it had. So based on this mouse, what I would use is a program called Paint. So with Paint, what you could do is ride around using that mouse. But then because that mouse wasn't that accurate, you couldn't do things like a little bit of accuracy because that ball would shift around, jump around, and all of that. So I got interested into computers by that particular program and that particular situation or experience in my life. Then I think my father took the PC to get repaired. When it came back, we got an empty computer box. So that's what we found. And at that time, he had passed on, said what do you call part. But then when that happened, and I realized that the PC was actually empty, no motherboard, nothing inside, that's when I got a little bit more interested into computers because technically we had been scammed there. Then fast forward, my mom buys me a PC. We start playing games. Starts changing things like the RAM and da 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 inside the PC. Then eventually, that's how my love for computers started, and I went in with what do you call with that particular passion. Then I started eventually coding when I got to university level. So that's pretty much what pulled me into this particular stream. What do I like the most about IT? I think IT is very challenging yet rewarding. So what scares a lot of people around this profession is actually what I want to get to address with this particular series of videos. That it's challenging, but that being said, it doesn't mean coding itself is challenging. Coding is relatively a very easy exercise, but then coupling coding with what we should be doing with that code, which is solving problems, I think that's what becomes super difficult and scares people off. So I'm going to get rid of that myth, try to introduce you guys to programming. If you are in corporate, let me know. Let me know what you think about my series. Let me know about what you think about my videos. give me comments if they are helpful and all of that. I'll be happy to add content that addresses some of your questions and all of that as time goes on. Thank you very much.